This video is brought to you by OneFootball, the one and only place to get all your football news.
Hey guys, it's Ep43 here, and welcome back to episode 43 of our Manchester City career. Now, today's episode, we've got some games to get through. They're going to play probably one pre-season game in today's episode, maybe two. We're certainly going to try and get onto the actual season in today's episode, hopefully, although it depends how many transfer deals we get through. Obviously got a game against Atletico Madrid. We are going to be playing this game to kick off today's episode, as well as, like I say, trying to add to the squad a little bit more. We do have some cash left, not loads. We've spent a lot in the last episode, over 100 million in fact. If you didn't see the last episode, you can click the link in the description below, but £47.7 million left, and also some players to sell as well. Messi could well be leaving us at some point during the summer, and so could potentially Sergio Aguero as well. And there's maybe a question mark around that one, but I would have to bring in a big name, somebody like Dybala, who is going to be a very expensive player if he was to be the guy to come in to replace them. But before we get into any of that, and before we get into today's episode properly, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, smash that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Today's comment of the day is on screen, as you can see there. Thank you all so much for leaving your comments. Don't forget to use the hashtag comment of the day down below, and you could well be featured in the next episode of the Manchester City career mode. Let's crack on with today's episode though, and let's quickly show you the shortlist. I have added Dybala onto that shortlist, and he is a ridiculous amount of money. I don't know how we'll be able to raise that sort of cash. We would probably have to sell Messi and maybe even Aguero as part of the deal as well. But as you can see here, Dybala, £106.5 million is how much he's worth. 93 overall, looking really, really good. And between 136.1 and £202.5 million. That's going to be a ridiculous signing. I don't know how possible it's going to be for us. We'd have to sell quite a few players to be able to do that. We do have some players listed, so it could happen maybe, but certainly will be a huge stretch of our budget. I also want to pick on the fact that David Silva has gone to a random club. I think it's an Italian club. I've not really checked it out too much, but he's on a wage of £9,300. Obviously, he was on a lot more when he was at Man.City, but he left in the summer, and he seems to have found a new club. A very bizarre one as well. But on to this game now against Atletico Madrid. This is a team going to go with plenty of changes to the side, trying out a few of our new signings, but to be honest, not many, mainly youngsters that we're trying out here. Fritzl going to start in goal. Maffeo, Humphreys Grant, Tar and Delph at the back. Got Douglas Costa, Diaz and Foden in midfield. Mendoza, Collins and Castro as our front three. So quite a weak team, but we do also have some players on the bench as well to strengthen things up if necessary. Let's crack on with the game. It's a pre-season match. I do like to play one or two of these games, just get a feel for the team a little bit. I mean, they don't tell you that much. Doesn't tell you much about the team as a collective, more about individual players and how they perform in games. So we'll see exactly how we get on, try and get ourselves a solid 3 points here, and see whether we can progress through into the next round. Okay, then here we go for this game. Again, like I said before, these matches don't really matter too much. I only like to play them just to try out some individuals that maybe don't get much of a look in, or in the likes of, Douglas Luiz, some players that have come back from loan. So I think it's worth giving them a go. I always like to do that once or twice at the start of the season, give them a go, and then if I find out that they aren't going to be of benefit to the squad, then we can always sell them or loan them out, whatever we have to do. And let's wait and see what we get from this game. Good chance here. Oh, played across, and it's a penalty. Inside 8 minutes. That's not a good start to the game at all. Not the start that we wanted. And Humphreys Grant has brought down their attacker. Maybe a little bit harsh on him. He does obviously take out the player, I think, a little bit. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. Let's have a look what happens. Yeah, it trips him up, I suppose it is. But I feel like the attacker went down pretty easy there, but he did take him out, so fair play. Got themselves a penalty, and it's going to be off the post, but in. And I thought we got away with that one there. Not quite. It is 1-0, 8 minutes in, and Atletico Madrid take the lead. Diaz going to play through to Collins. Great chance. Collins! Oh, he scores. We've equalised inside 4 minutes of them scoring. We managed to respond straight away. It's Diaz and Collins, a great combination, and the striker looks really good, actually, to be fair to him. It's a good finish there, and we have got a little bit of luck by the fact that they couldn't quite clear the lines properly, but ultimately we've won back the ball, we played it through, and it's worked out very well for us here. Collins just about wins it back, a little bit lucky, through the legs there from Diaz, and it's a great finish. You can't argue with that. Fantastic strike. It's 1-1. Foden's won it back. Great opportunity now for Foden to play over to Castro. Probably his first proper touch of the game here. Castro running inside. Look for Diaz. He makes a run through the middle. Diaz still going, but caught up there by the defender. Good run again. And a very young attack so far. It looks quite promising. The wingers obviously need to improve massively. There's no real opportunity for them to probably get in the starting 11 this season. They need to improve in the pace and in the qualities in general. But certainly interesting to see the forwards play. Diaz and obviously Collins we have up front in this game as well. Diaz into Foden. Foden waiting to turn his man, now going to go for finesse. Oh, it's exactly what we wanted to do there, but just sadly wide of the post. That was the only thing that lacked was the finish. Other than that, we turned the play exactly as I'd hoped, and we went with the left-footed finesse, but it is just a little bit wide. Not too far away, though. Half-time, drawing the game 1-1 at the moment. We might look to make some changes at half-time, just to try and give other players a bit of an opportunity. What I'm going to do is swap around the goalkeepers, give Murik an opportunity in goal as well. Futrell's made a couple of decent saves, obviously conceded 1 goal in that first half, but other than that, he's done a fairly good job. We'll also make some other changes as well. Okay, so we've got Futrell, we've got Maffio, we've got Foden, Castro, all coming off here. We're going to bring on Davenport, Insua, Mendy, and I think the other player also bringing on is Murik as well in goal. So we'll go with that, so we'll see how it goes. Davenport obviously going to go play as a holding midfielder. Mendy will go play as a centre-back alongside Tar. Humphries Grant shifty over as a right back there, and Insua on the left-hand side because he's left-footed despite being a right mid. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully going to get ourselves in front of this game. Let's wait and find out. Insua, look at that ball over the top to Collins. Okay, Insua looks like he's got a bit of quality about him, actually. That's a quite impressive start from him. You sometimes get a feeling when you play with someone in game where they actually just have a lot of good ball control. They look like they've got a good few passes in them. Insua certainly gives off that kind of vibe in the early stages of him being on the pitch here, so maybe one to keep an eye out as the game goes on. Could be one that might even get close to the first team at this rate. Okay, final 3 changes. Selena, Mbappe and Sané all to go on. We're going to take off Diaz, Mendoza and Collins. Basically just going to chuck him in the sort of positions you'd expect. Maybe Leroy Sané on the right-hand side is a little bit surprising, but he can cut in on his left from that position. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully try and get ourselves a goal to win this game. Sané running forward. This is where you can really see the change in quality now. Leroy Sané running through with ease. Sané shoots and scores. It's exactly what we've been missing in this game. A bit of quality like that on the ball. Great finish on top of that as well. And we've managed to get ourselves in front in this game. 2-1. And with about 13 minutes left, we have taken the lead. Oh, we've equalised. 4 minutes left. That's come from nothing. Again, though, a bit of quality from the opposition. I don't know if Griezmann's been playing the whole game or not, but certainly seems to come out of nowhere. And it's finished that one off brilliantly. It's 2-2. And that's their bit of quality that they've just shown there. Just seems to turn and shoot with ease. Didn't manage to clear it properly with Mendy there. And brings it down and scores past the goalkeeper. 2-2. Go on. Sané with a chance. Oh, he scored. That's brilliant from Leroy Sané. Even though this is a pretty much a meaningless game, that's a fantastic goal. 3-2, and Leroy Sané has scored from absolutely nothing. It's such a tight angle. I thought I'd give this pass a go here. It's a lovely ball over the top to Insua. He just goes first time, and Sané runs to the front post. That's a great finish. Such a tight angle, but it's on his stronger foot. Scoops it around the defender, past the goalkeeper, and it's 3-2. That should be the winner, surely. It's in the 90th minute, and Leroy Sané, who's come off the bench, has given us a bit of quality, and that should be enough now to get us the 3 points. And the ref will blow his whistle, hopefully any minute now. Chance here for Atletico Madrid right at the end. Got themselves a free kick opportunity. Might be played short. We'll wait and find out. It seems like it will be Griezmann to lay this one off. Humphries Grant should get there, hits the bar. And we should have managed to block that one much better than what we did. Not cleared it properly. Again, Griezmann hits it wide. That is it. 3-2. We've won the game. Again, it is pretty sort of meaningless, this match, but still quite nice to see individual players and the qualities that they have and see how they can help our team out during the season. So, a very interesting game from that side of things, but, scoreline-wise, you shouldn't really read too much into it, as ever, but good 3 points against Madrid, and we'll move on to probably the next game now. Not necessarily going to be playing it, though. We'll focus on transfers as well. We'll see what bids we get in. Transfer offer in here for Kyle Walker from AC Milan, just under £30 million, quite a weak bid, really, for such a vital player for us in that full-back position. We're going to reject the offer, no interest in selling him. It would have to be probably 5 times that for me to consider. It's difficult to find a replacement for Kyle Walker. There's not many similar right-backs out there that are physical and yet so fast. Another bid in for him, this time Bournemouth. Basically the same bid. It is the same bid. Obviously going to reject that. Moreno, though, we will consider. I think we might have been transfer listed. Yeah, we do. And we are going to consider this Derby offer. £10.2 million is fairly good, to be fair. We're going to delegate. We're going to ask for a little bit more money. We're going to start at 13.4, but we're going to ask for about 12 in the end. We'll see whether they're able to stretch as far as that. It's a little bit more money, not much, but I always want to try and maximise the amount of money as possible, especially if we're going to try and make a move for Dybala, which I still want to try and do. We are looking to try and bring in some more money to be able to get that one over the line. On to the next game against Seattle. We're going to sim the match. We have made a few changes to the team. Company comes in, as does Gundogan as well, and Costa and Moreno also coming in. So there's been a few changes, still quite a change side in general, and we'll wait and see how we get on. We're hopefully going to make it 3 wins from 3 in the pre-season tournament. Mendoza scores 19 minutes in. We'll skip as Foden gets the second. It finishes 4. Foden gets 2. Gundogan gets the other one. Very happy with that scoreline. Another 3 points. That's 9 from 9. That takes us into the next round. Final scout report back on Eriksen. What we thought was maybe Zlatan's regen. I still think he is, to be honest. Zlatan has retired now. He's 18 years old, 70 overall, free agent. he looks very good. We do have a lot of similar sort of players in that they're obviously 17, 18 years old trying to get into the starting 11. I think most of them actually 72, 73 that we have currently in the team. This guy's very fast though, and so he's definitely going to be an option for us. Finishing isn't great. He does have some good other stats for his age. Would certainly need some training, but not someone we're going to rush to sign straight away, but certainly someone we'll keep an eye on. Also checking out this guy, who could well be Yaya Touré's regen, but maybe a bit too soon for that to happen. I'm not really too sure. On to the next game against PSG. It's the semi-final now of the pre-season tournament. We are going to go with a bit of a stronger side, more starting 11 players in this team. We'll see how we get on. Again, there's a few changes in there. I'm sure PSG have made changes themselves, and as you can see in their starting 11 they have. Goretzka misses a penalty 15 minutes in, we'll skip, and we lost the game 2-0. That's a bit of a surprise. Being knocked out of the tournament a bit earlier than I was expecting. Was expecting to win that game, not going to lie, with the team we put out. I thought it was going to be good enough. Obviously not. And we get knocked out by PSG. That's fine, we can focus on the Leeds game now. We'll have time to play that one probably just about in today's episode. Also a player injured, which is worse for us. Costa out for 2 months. As our young striker, our centre forward, we've been training, so we'll have to change the training drills as well. He wasn't going to get that much game time probably in the first 2 months of the season, but frustrating when you're trying to train up and improve him for him to go get an injury. Loan offer for Diaz from Southampton. Don't think we actually loan offer, had him listed for loan offer, so no intention of getting rid of him. We are going to reject that. He's worth £17 million. He's someone that I would consider bids for. I'm not desperate to sell him or anything like that. He's not going to be transfer listed, but if a £30 million bid came in, I'd probably consider that. And you know, the stage we're at, where we're trying to bring in Dybala, we need a bit more cash, and so I probably would sell him, but the chances of that happening are quite unlikely. A deal has been agreed from Moreno, £12.3 million. I'll take that. The least I was willing to accept was about 12, so I'll happily take 12.3, worth £8 million, so I made a little bit over his value there. Hopefully a wage can be agreed, and hopefully that one can be finalised soon. Transfer offer in here for Mafia. We've got 2 offers in fact, one from Bournemouth, one from Stuttgart. He's obviously my backup right back to Kyle Walker. Again, no interest in selling him because he does a good job as our backup, so we're going to reject both the offers, not even going to really consider either of them. No interest in selling him at all. Some players that we are taking a look at though, Kingsley Coman's one of them on the list. Again, not saying we're going to bring him in. We obviously have brought in already a winger, so I'm just kind of looking at other players. He seems very fast, a good quality player, so just someone I'm keeping an eye on. Other players as well include Lezane, I think is how you pronounce his name. Again, very fast actually for his age. Looks a good quality player, 75 overall, £10 million is how much he's worth, and a centre forward here, 71 overall. Not as good as I thought actually, but another fast player. Moreno's being sold. I'm glad to see something could be agreed for him. I didn't really see him having much of a future at the club. £10.5 million added onto our budget. That's fantastic news for us. We do have some other players to take a look at here that I've been scouting. Roland, just another striker that I was taking a look at. Doesn't seem like he'd really fit in at the club. Kouassi, I think another player I was taking a look at as well. That's the potential Yaya Touré's region. I haven't really decided whether it is or not. He's Ivory Coast and he's young, but don't know whether it is. He's an okay overall, but not someone that I'm going to desperately try and sign right now. Loan offer in here for Tosin from Nottingham Forest. I think I played that we loan listed, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't. We loan listed Humphreys Grant though, but I'm not really too sure what to do about that. I think I'm going to keep him. I'm going to reject it. I don't really feel there's any need to loan him out necessarily. I don't think he's going to benefit that much. He's literally just going to get game time. I can't really see him growing loads whilst on loan. Training injury, that's John Stones out for 10 days. Our loan offer here for Davenport from Shrewsbury. Was he loan listed? Yes, he was. So we are going to go ahead with that. We'll accept it, allow him to go out there. And again, it's probably one of those situations where he's not going to benefit him much, but he's probably not going to get too much of a run in the team. We can always call him back, but I just feel like he's probably going to maybe go up a little bit more overall, ready for next season if there is a next season. Okay, I think now's the time to make an approach for Dybala. Can we bring him in? This is going to be very, very tough, but we're going to go for it. We're going to approach Dubai. Let's see what Juventus say and how much we have to pay to get him. Okay, we're going to have to offer a player swap. We don't have enough money to buy him outright, so we go player swap, and I think we're going to have to go strikers. I'm assuming Messi's under that bracket, is he? Probably not, actually. He's a winger, isn't he? There we go. Messi's worth £71.5 million. We'll go with him, see what they say to Messi. Surely you're going to want him. You want a midfielder? Really? Oh, this is going to be a nightmare, because I don't really have any valuable midfielders. Messi's, basically, you can play him there. Kind of. I mean, the only other player I could really offer to midfielder is Gundogan, but would that be enough in value to be able to benefit Juventus? I mean, if I offer him, he's obviously worth 44, we have about 67, so we wouldn't be able to reach sort of the £130 million with that. It's really tough to know exactly what to do here. Certainly not going to give up De Bruyne. No intentions of doing that at all. And certainly not Goretzka either. So, City could be another option, but again, not worth that much. Gundogan, though, is probably the only way we're going to have any slight chance of being able to afford. We'll wait and see what they say. £170 million on top of that. That's never really going to happen, is it? Do we even bother? I don't think there's any point bothering with a bid. We'll just end negotiations and wait until we sell players separately. So we'll leave it for now. Hopefully we can come back to that negotiation. But yeah, was always going to be very tough to be able to afford that sort of amount. We'll have to wait until we sell Messi and maybe Aguero potentially on top of that. That's if we get any bids in for Messi. Collins goes up to 74 overall this week. That's great news. We're training on all 5 different training drills now, which is fantastic to see. He's going to be flying up hopefully over the next few weeks. I want to try and get him a little bit closer to 80 overall so he can contribute to this team a bit more in the cup games and that sort of thing. We do need some more players to pack out the squad a little bit because we are wanting to win all 4 competitions this season. Bidding for Benjamin Mendy from Real Madrid, £38.2 million, nowhere near enough. It would have to be a lot more than that, so we're going to reject the offer. And again, no intentions of selling him, so there's no real point of countering. Davenport's been loaned down. He goes to Shrewsbury for a year, and a loan offer for Diaz from Watford this time round. Don't know why we're getting so many loan offers in for this guy. We don't really want to loan him out at all. I think he's more beneficial at the club as part of the squad to, again, add to our team in the cup games. Loan offer here for Insua. Juan Insua, it's from ASNL. Is that a French team, I think? Not really too sure, but he did look quite good in game. Certainly some of his first touches looked pretty sharp, and he looks like to be a player of good quality. Didn't get too much of the ball, unfortunately, but when he was on it, he did look good. I think we're going to accept it. He's 70 overall, 17 years old. He could be someone that could contribute to our cup teams. But to be honest, I would rather see him, unless we trade him, actually. Oh, okay, that might be something we do. Yeah, I think we're going to reject the offer. I think we're going to trade him instead. Swap out some of the Collins drills and bring in Insua. That might be a smarter idea. Okay, so the final game of today's episode to play against Leeds is in the Community Shield. We've also got a game against Chelsea, I think, in the Copa Europe in 2 days' time. So a packed fixture list, unfortunately. But this is the team we're going to go with. It's a very strong side. We want to try and win this game, as we'll also try and win the game against Chelsea next episode as well. Ederson starts in goal. Kyle Walker, Stones, Tara, Mendy in defence. In front of that, we've got Goretzka, Messi, De Bruyne, Sterling, Jesus, and Leroy Sané as well. So a very strong team. Some of our new signings on the bench here. Well, Malcolm being the only player that's on the bench that's a new signing, but still some very big names on there. Sergio Aguero and Mbappe on there, as are a few other big names as well. So look forward to seeing him get on in today's game against Leeds. This is obviously the proper competitive one that we have in today's episode. Not really had one so far, other than obviously the pre-season game. Messi starts also at centre attacking mid. Still going to give him an opportunity. Still going to try and play him, especially if he's leaving. Then I'm more than happy to give him game time if he's off, because then we don't tire other players out. But we'll wait and see how he performs in this game, and maybe there's still a slight chance of him staying. But let's find out how we get on. We certainly should beat Leeds. We've got to try and get our revenge on them, especially after the beat us in the FA Cup. Let's find out how we get on. Okay, here we go. Community Shield final. Let's see how we get on. Going to be strange playing Leeds. It always is whenever I play on the Man.City road in particular. I always expect to be playing as Leeds, but it's not the case. Got to try and beat them in this game. Got to try and get our revenge after they beat us in the FA Cup final. Jesus. Oh, that's the goal we wanted. It's 1-0, 11 minutes in. So far, it's all been one-way traffic, basically. We've completely dominated them. This could be an embarrassment for Leeds here if this continues, because we're lucky all over them. They can't seem to clear the lines properly. We're winning everything in the air as well, and our passing looks really slick. It looks so fast, like really strange. It's actually feels a little bit weird to use. Seem really fast. I don't know if it's because in the last game the players were a little bit slower with them being younger players, but this game everyone just seems like they're really fast and up for this match. It's 1-0, and Jesus scores. Jesus into Messi. Messi on his right foot. Oh, hits the bar. This is ridiculous. It should be 3-0 now. Hasn't quite happened for us. Still remains 1. And still on the attack here. Sané to shoot and over the bar. Oh, in fact, blocked. I was going to say it was a bad shot on his right foot. Goretzka to deliver. Looking for a ball into John Stones. Connects but saved. Messi looking for a flick on. He finds Sané. Oh, that's brilliant. It's deserved as well. If you let Messi win a header there, you deserve to concede. And it's exactly what's happened. Leroy Sané scores. Messi with a perfect little flick on, actually, to be fair to him. And 27 minutes in, doubled our lead. It's about time. Could be 4 by now, but we're winning the game 2-0. And like I said before, this could get really bad for Leeds if we are a bit more clinical in this game. You just see Messi there out jumping the fullback for some reason. Quite rightly we score. Messi to shoot. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Good strike, actually, from range. We've had 7 or 8 shots already. Not looking good for Leeds. Kyle Walker going to cross on his left foot. What a ball into Leroy Sané, who connects, but actually should do a little bit better. Sterling switching out to Leroy Sané. What a pass that is. Sané brings it down. Good luck to Messi here for the cutback. Messi to shoot. Hits the bar again. Oh, that seems to be our favourite place at the moment. De Bruyne will have a go as well. De Bruyne saved again. This is ridiculous how it's only 2-0. Half-time still in the game 2-0. No idea how it's only 2-0. It's ridiculous the amount of shots we've had. They either get blocked or saved, or sometimes hit the bar. 12 shots, 7 on target just in the first half. Completely dominating Leeds, all one-way traffic. Only a matter of time before we start scoring some more. I mean, if they start to throw players forward, then it could be 5, 6, 7 or more. So, you know, it depends whether they really start to throw players forward themselves. Jesus over to Messi. Got to be a third. Messi finishes it off just about off the post. thought we'd missed there, but Messi gets it. It's 3-0 back time as well, 7 minutes into the second half. And we're going to run away with this game, I think, now in this second half. It's not looking good for Leeds. We're still looking really lively in and around the edge of their box. And that front three, and front four, in fact, have looked really good. Sterling the only one yet to score. Fair play to Leeds here. They've had a chance and they've scored. I mean, I say fair play. It's totally not fair at all because they've done nothing and they scored the first shot. But it's straight from kickoff, believe it or not, 3 minutes later. And it's the sort of automatic response that seems to be built into this game for some reason this year, where the opposition goes up the other end of the pitch and scores. Happens all the time. Science there gets one for Leeds. It's undeserved and against the play. All three changes: Mbappe, Malcolm, and City all score. We're going to take off De Bruyne. It's Messi and also Leroy Sané as well. We're still going to go pretty strong though with the players that are coming on here. Malcolm's going to get a bit of a debut here. Obviously not from the starting position, but off the bench. And we'll see what we get on. 25 minutes left. We're going very strong because I still want to get more goals in this game. We're 2 goals in front, but we should be miles in front here. The scoreline really flatters Leeds, in fact, despite them losing. Sterling. Now Mbappe going to go for a cross. It's great play. Malcolm. It's got to be a goal, it is. I'm pretty sure it's Malcolm as well at the back post. I could be wrong, hopefully not. Someone's managed to get in the back post. I know it is Malcolm, the new signing that scores. It's 4-1. About time he scored another goal as well. But this is brilliant play from our front players. Fantastic interchange, just constantly trying to find a cross into the box. Finds the back post here. You can just see the way that he continues to pass it around until we get into a good crossing position. Great ball in from Mbappe. And the finish was just about enough on his weaker side. Takes over the keeper. It's 4-1. Jesus over to Raheem Sterling, more pace from Raheem Sterling. Now good luck for that pass, again into Malcolm, who takes a touch and shoots. Forces its way past the goalkeeper. It's 5-1, it's 2 for Malcolm, and about time we started taking these chances. I said it could have been 5, 6 or 7. It should have been maybe even more than that in this game, but we start to take our chances now as the game gets a little bit more stretched. Good pass from Sterling across the box, good touch and finish. No stopping that, 5-1. Chance here for Leeds, had to be offside, surely. In fact, it wasn't, I don't think. And in the end, nearly got themselves a second goal there. Would have been undeserved yet again, but close for Leeds. Still remains 5-1. There we go, 5-1 victory against Leeds. Very happy to get our revenge on them after they beat us 4-2 in the final of the FA Cup, I think it was. Pretty sure it was something like that anyway. They beat us, and we've managed to get one back on them. Okay, it's only the Community Shield. Doesn't really mean too much in the grand scheme of things, but it's nice to get the trophy under our belts fairly early on, and we'll watch the trophy celebrations here pretty quickly. I'm not really too sure who's the captain. Is that Stones at the back? I think, yes, I think it is, wearing the captain's armband there. He'll lift the trophy for us in this. Very happy to get ourselves a good victory here in the Community Shield. Obviously got another game against Chelsea in 2 days' time in the Cup of Europe, so we have to be careful with the team for that game as well. Got to try and rest players if we can. But there we have it, Community Shield winners. John Stones lifting the trophy. Not too many celebrations, understandably, from the rest of the players. I think they know that it's going to be a long season ahead across many different competitions, but a chance to win another trophy next episode in the Cup of Europe where we play Chelsea. Let's end today's episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, smash that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate all the support on this series. Well over 1,000 of you watching every single day on this career, so thank you all so much for that. And don't forget to use the hashtag comments of the day as well to let me know your thoughts on today's episode in the comment section below. You might be featured in the next episode as well, so please feel free to go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.